Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Brahmanas, the cows, Vedic knowledge, austerity, truthfulness, control of mind and senses, faith, mercy, tolerance, and sacrifice are the different parts of the body of Lord Vishnu, and they are the paraphernalia for the godly civilization. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When we offer obeisances to personality of Godhead, we say, Namo Brahmanaya Devaya, Go Brahmanaya Hitaya Cha, Jagat Dityaya Krishna Govindaya Namo Namaha. When Krishna comes to establish real perfection in the social order, he personally gives protection to the cows and Brahmanas. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. This is his first interest, because without protection of Brahmanas and cows, there can be no human civilization and no question of happy, peaceful life. Asuras, therefore, are always interested in killing the Brahmanas and cows. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, cows are being killed all over the world. And as soon as there is a movement to establish Brahmanical civilization, people in general rebel. Thus, they regard the Krishna consciousness movement as a form of brainwashing. How can such envious person be happy in their godless civilization? The Supreme Personality of Godhead punishes them by keeping them in darkness, birth after birth, and pushing them lower and lower into a wretched condition of the hellish life. The Krishna consciousness movement has started a Brahmanical civilization, but especially when it is introduced in the Western countries, the Asuras try to impede it in many ways. Nonetheless, we must push forward this movement tolerantly for the benefit of human society. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Prastachadita Charine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaur Bhakta Vinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Narayam Naratkustya Naram Chaiva Naratam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiriyat. Nashta Prayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevyam Nit Bhagavati Uttam Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langate girim yat kripa tam hamandesi guru dinatarine. Hare Krishna. This chapter is titled with Atrocity of Kamsa. In the beginning I said, the word atrocity actually explains everything. The culture we have today is quarrel and unhappy. We have a fight everywhere we go, every corner, there's nothing but just a fight. This is exactly the demoniac society leader actually they do. And this is what's happening today. Prabhupada has given this title so nicely. When he traveled around the world, he saw that how people actually quarrel, how they fight each other. There is no such a thing, honesty. And Prabhupada told the world, if everyone become a Krishna conscious, there will be no fight. This sentence is very powerful, that actually everyone connect to Krishna consciousness, take Krishna consciousness very seriously, Prabhupada declared there will be no war, there will be no fight. And we can see why from this chapter when Srila Prabhupada was talking about Kamsa. Kamsa loves his sister so much. He would do anything and everything for his sister. He was willing to give his body, he said, I can die for you, actually. Whatever you want to tell me, I will do it for you. In 1 second, he was actually loving her so much. End of the day, he's got a demoniac mind. When you have demoniac mind, anytime that flicker, within a second, mind is very agitating. While I'm talking to you, my mind is already gone to India and came back. I'm sure your mind gone to so many places and coming back. Though you listen to me, though I'm talking to you, mind is very fast. Arjun saying to Krishna, Krishna, the wind is very difficult to control. But he said, the mind is worse than actually wind. Even wind you may control, the mind you can't control. Here he's talking about Brahmanical quality, cows and Brahmanical qualities. What is really Brahmanical quality? Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained to Arjun. Arjun got so many questions, so many doubts. Why this, why that? He wanted to fight. When he comes in front of the army, he put his weapon down and he said, Krishna, I'm not fighting. He considered that actually this is the body. And then Krishna explained to him, Arjun, wake up. I don't expect this sort of things from you. You are a very learned Brahman. You are a learned Kshatriya. I don't expect this thing from you. Come on, wake up. It's time to wake up. Then Arjun is putting all his doubts one by one. Krishna actually clearing all the doubts, whatever he have, one by one. Then come to the end of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna said to Arjun, Arjun, is enough. You had all the doubts, all the questions. I have given all the answer, but now just listen very carefully. And he gave the final instruction. The Sarva Dharma Paritaja, just surrender to me. And then further he's saying, he explained what is Brahman is. Chapter 18, slok number 42, he's saying to Arjun, Sama Damas Tapa Socham Santir Ajavan Evacha Jnana Vijnana Astikayam Brahma Karma Swabhavajam. He's saying, Arjun, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness. These are the qualities by which the Brahmana works. Now just take the first quality here, peacefulness. There is no peace in the world. So many countries get together and they try to find the solution. What is the best way we can actually have a peace in our world? On the globe, they want to bring the peaceful situation. They can't. In the olden days, the king, they had one Brahmana in the panel as an advisor. so-called actually their advisor nowadays, there is no Brahmana there. And why they have a Brahmana? Before king take any decision, before he comes and decide what to do, he takes advice from the Brahmana. Shall I do this or not? Because Brahmana got all this quality: self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty. They have a knowledge. They have knowledge about Krishna. They know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to that, actually, they advise. Here, in purport, actually, Srila Prabhupada explained, the mind and senses. Now, to control mind, Arjuna already told Krishna that I can try to control actually wind, but mind is impossible. In the second chapter, they summarize the whole Bhagavad Gita. Krishna explained very nicely to Arjuna that what is this body? What is the relation of body and the soul? What is the relation between the soul and the super soul? What is the mind? What is the senses? As soon as actually see the sense object, the sense is triggered. And the mind starts actually planning how to enjoy these senses, how to enjoy that object, and start planning the things. Mind doesn't think what is wrong and what is right. Mind wants to just actually take the object and say, yes, I want to enjoy that. But above mind, Srila Prabhupada is saying, the above mind there is the intelligent. So mind can be controlled by intelligence. And this is the difference between the animal and the human being. That human being got a mind, that intelligent, and with that intelligence, he decides what is wrong and what is right. An animal, a dog, they can't decide what is wrong and what is right. They don't have that intelligence. So with the intelligence, the mind gets control. Many times we heard this example, and I like to repeat that example many times, not for you, for my purification. Like in the morning, to wake up in the morning, Mangalarti, the mind said, yes, Radha Vinod. The alarm goes off, snooze, very good facility, snooze, put it on hold. And mind say, yes, Radha Vinod, yesterday night we went to the program. Late night, body need rest, go to sleep. The intelligence said, Radha Vinod, your sadhana, you wake up, do the chanting, attend the Mangalarti. And mind said, no, don't listen to him. He doesn't know. The intelligence doesn't know how tired you are. I know. Because I'm with you all the time. And end of the day, another snooze comes, another bell comes, snooze and go to sleep. I used to work in West End. And I remember so many times, I used to run for the train because I was going to miss the train. Because most of the time, the intelligent win. And mind win, intelligent lose. And you are late for the work, late for the Mangalarti. And the mind says, what a big deal. If you don't attend one day Mangalarti, doesn't matter, tomorrow you can go. And the same thing mind does again and again and again. That is the intelligent dialogue between mind and intelligence. And we have to use the intelligence, make sure the mind win. So here, Srila Prabhupada is talking about controlling mind and senses. So once actually the mind is controlled, by intelligence, the senses automatically control. But then above intelligence, there is a soul. That is in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is explaining that above that there is a soul. That means actually we have to understand what is the soul is. Now the time comes to understand the soul. We need a person who can tell us actually what is really soul is. That's where the guru comes. Bona fide guru. If the bona fide guru is there, he will explain what is the soul. And then he will explain that above soul, there is a super soul. Then actually we have to find out, the guru will explain that what is the relation between the soul and the super soul. And once we actually find out our relation between soul and the super soul, that means the super soul is controlling everything. There was one question, someone said, if the super soul is controlling everything, then why there is actually so many cruelty there? Why there is actually so much quarrel there? Why actually people are fighting? Why people are so unhappy? If Krishna is controlling, then why? And a very simple answer is, we have a minute independent. And if you don't use that independent very wisely, choice is ours. Krishna said, I am there to say tathastu. Choice is yours. What do you want? We want happiness or unhappiness. And most of the time we ask for unhappiness. Because we don't know what is happiness is. We are searching everywhere. So here actually, Krishna explained, Prabhupada actually saying so nicely, that the mind can be controlled, the senses can be controlled. If you know that who's controlling that mind, who's controlling the senses, then going to mind, then intelligence, going to soul, and then the super soul. And once we find the soul and the super soul, the relation between there means we are actually minute, and we are just das, anudas, anudas. I'm the servant of the servant of the servant. And once we get that in our mind, that is actually Brahmanical quality. Krishna is saying here that they are very intelligent. Why they intelligent? Because they know the difference between actually soul and the body. The Atma and this body. And once we know the difference between these two, automatically everything just follows. They're saying the two things is very important in Krishna consciousness. Very first is the faith. We should have a faith that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Once we have that faith in our mind, and the second thing, we should have a desire to see who that person is. And if you have two things in our mind, we decided that yes. Was it Saraswati, that little girl, one time she was preaching, one guest, that, do you know who Krishna is? And she answered, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Prabhupada heard that. And said, look, even little Saraswati is preaching. That is the preaching. Because she's got actually firm faith that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Many times devotees, they ask, how can I find Guru? How can I find a spiritual master? How can I know that actually I'm ready for the initiation? Actually, if you have these two things in your mind, if you have faith in Krishna, that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and then actually you have a desire to see Krishna. Actually, devotee don't worry about to see Krishna. One time, I remember His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj actually was giving the class right here in this room. And he told that why do you want to see Krishna? You do such a things that even Krishna want to see you. When you enter in the room, and I think he was giving the example that You are celebrating a birthday party. There are so many people who invited, so many people come. They come then and give you the gift. You take it. Your eye is searching for something. Your eyes, you are looking for something. Your eye is looking for beloved someone. You love someone so much. A young boy, father has given him the birthday party. Father has given the gift to him, but he doesn't care about the father, what he's giving. He's looking for his girlfriend. When my girlfriend is going to come. So when we do something, when we have a love for Krishna, Krishna will search, where is Radha Vinod? So many people, so many devotees in the front, but he will search. When Krishna will think that, when Krishna will look for you, your darshan is successful. Your life is successful. And when I heard this from His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj, I was so impressed with that. That wow, is that anything I can do that Krishna can? I'm still searching, but I'm sure one day, not this life, but any life, I will do that work that Krishna will search and look for. Where is Radha Vinod? And then I will see, yes, my life is successful. This is what exactly Srila Prabhupada wanted to do in the world. He wanted to actually go out and preach anyone and everyone. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. He decided. One time actually, very young age, Srila Prabhupada was so fed up with all this bogus guru. His friend came and he said, Abhay, let's go. There is a Swami, he's here, and we can go and listen to him. And Abhay said, no, sorry. Good luck to you, go. I don't have time for this bogus guru. I don't want to come. And his friend said, please, one time. He was begging, just come one time. And he said, okay, just for you, I will come. He went. As soon as he walked in, the sannyasi said, you, the young man, go and preach in Western country in English. He took that word. This Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Gaunitai ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He took this instruction so carefully, so seriously. Actually, he was looking at who he's saying to. He thought he's saying to someone else. He stood up and he decided, this is my guru. In the beginning, he didn't want to come. But this is a quality. When you come across with some actually devotee who self-realize, automatically actually your heart will actually just melt. You surrender, you want to surrender to that personality because it's a natural thing. Why? Because he is a Brahman, he is a Vaishnava. Actually, this is, we're talking about the Brahman, the quality, all this quality, the peacefulness, the austerity, the knowledge, wisdom, purity. Actually, we see the quality of Brahman. But Srila Prabhupada said, above the Brahman are the Vaishnava. That means Vaishnava got all this quality. One time Srila Prabhupada was walking in the morning, and one of his disciples asked, Srila Prabhupada was walking and just chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He was just chanting and he asked, Srila Prabhupada, how many pure devotees in the world? Prabhupada looked at him, started chanting, and he stopped again. He said, how many people chanting Hare Krishna mantra? And he started, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. He started walking. That means Srila Prabhupada said, who were chanting the mantra of Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. They are pure devotee. Srila Prabhupada already given the title to us that we are pure devotee. Now we have to develop, we have to prove it that yes. And how can you prove it? by surrendering to Krishna, by rendering service. By rendering service, all this quality, the peacefulness, the honesty, the tolerance, wisdom, knowledge, all this quality will automatically actually develop. You don't have to know what is there in your body, but that is already there. Many times devotee said, I'm chanting for so many years, actually I don't know whether I'm progressing or not. You don't. The day you think that I have progressed so much, I'm doing this 16 round, I'm doing this service, I'm distributing books, I'm number one in the country, I'm number one in the world, that means you haven't developed any Brahmanical quality at all. It is just ego. I heard very nice explanation about this. When the aeroplane actually on the runway, it goes very fast. Very, very fast on the runway. And then he lifts it from the ground going up. As soon as it goes up and steady like this going, you see nothing but the cloud outside. And if you see outside, you think that the aeroplane is not flying, it's not going anywhere. It's just standing there. Because everywhere you see left, right, wherever you say, you see nothing but the cloud. So you don't see that actually aeroplane is going. But the person from down, he can look and see that how fast the aeroplane is. Could be going 800 miles an hour, 1,000, but we don't know. So our situation is the same thing. In the beginning, we are struggling for even doing the one round. We are struggling to do the Mangala Arati. We are struggling for all our seva. We don't want to do it. We struggle. And we feel actually we are going fast. And suddenly you come to that point, then you think that, oh, I don't think actually I'm going anywhere. I'm chanting for so many years. You do. The day someone comes to you and says, Prabhu, I really admire your service. I really admire your actually book distribution. I'm really admiring your quality, the way you are doing things, the way you behave. You should think that actually I'm getting somewhere. This is a quality. Because they are so tolerant, they are actually so humble. They don't want to accept. Even Srila Prabhupada. He went to the Western country. And Srila Prabhupada said, I am trying to become a devotee. Now, how can you actually take that thing? That Srila Prabhupada said, I am trying to serve Krishna. I am trying to serve my Guru. Trying. He's not saying that I am a devotee. I am actually a very exalted devotee. The person actually who made the whole world Krishna conscious. Person actually who made everyone actually devotee. Given this wonderful society. And himself actually he's not admitting that I am the person. I am the one actually, I am the devotee. This is a quality. And exactly this quality Srila Prabhupada wanted to be developed everywhere. Jare dekho tare koho Krishna Upadesh. Give this quality to everyone. And if this quality is accepted by everyone, very first word here is saying that sama, peacefulness. If you have the quality of that peacefulness, then actually that's it. We don't need to develop any more quality. That's explain everything. That your mind is very peaceful. You don't want no quarrel. You don't want actually no fight. And the Kamsa, here, actually when he heard, when he was actually told that the 8th child of Devaki will be cause of your death. Since then, actually, he was just meditating on Krishna. How I can actually kill Krishna. And all his minister, his parliament. Kamsa got his whole parliament. The demon, he's a demon. The demon has actually parliament. What the demon parliament actually? All demoniac mentality. And what they're giving? All demoniac actually quality they explain. They display and they just tell whatever the bad thing he should do. They advise him just go and kill all the children, young children who just born. The 8th child came as a female. And when actually Kamsa was actually so cruel, this word is saying that how cruel Kamsa was. When he used to hear that the new baby is born, he used to actually rush to the room in the jail. Prabhupada here writing maternity room. If you go and see the maternity room now in the hospital, you will be, wow, there are so many facilities. And this is a jail. He used to love his sister so much. And look at the cruelty. He put his sister into jail in just ordinary place. And Devaki used to plead, please, brother, please, king, don't kill my child. Please spare my little child. And heartless actually Kamsa used to just snatch the baby and dashed, smack against the rock, against the wall, and he used to kill. How cruel that person. I don't think that they're doing now that cruelty. We are doing so many cruelty, but actually that is limit. Then in front of his mother, actually, he used to snatch the baby and smack on the wall and just kill. But the 8th child came, she just slipped from his hand, goes above and told that Kamsa, the 8th child of Devaki has already taken birth somewhere else to kill you. And since that day, he was just meditating on Krishna. Now, there are two things here. Kamsa was meditating on Krishna every second. Even the devotee, I don't think that they meditate on Krishna every second. Kamsa was meditating on Krishna, but anukulyena Krishnana. He was not actually favorable to Krishna. Yes, he was thinking, because actually his death, he was looking his death, actually my death will be there anytime if Krishna is still around. So he wanted to kill Krishna, but how can you kill Krishna? But this is his mentality, because it's demoniac mentality. Atrocity, that's actually cruelty. And a cruelty is actually, there is no limit of that cruelty. And when he heard that now that Krishna has already taken birth, he was meditating on him. He was looking. When he was advised that kill all the babies, he told, yes, go ahead and do it. Kill all the babies. Because he loved himself so much. He had so much ego that I am in power. I am the supreme. Why actually he's thinking? Because he doesn't have the Brahmanical qualities. Once you actually have this quality, you think that I am the Das Anudas. I am the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is actually my duty. This is my dharma. What is dharma is saying? That you are just minute soul, little entity. You are part and parcel of that super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And your duty is to serve him. So once we have actually that Brahmanical quality, to develop that Brahmanical quality, it is very important that we should have some guidance. And that guidance can be taken from a person who is a self-realized soul. And that is our guru. So once we get actually guru, bona fide guru, in the morning, every day, actually, I tell you one thing, I told so many times that I like to tell again and again and again. I used to be anti-ISKCON. One thing I hated in my life is ISKCON. And if anyone come with a dhoti and tilak, I thought, oh, please. My mind is to get bewildered. I didn't want to see them. I was to dragged here with my wife to come here in the temple. And the first thing I noticed, that devotee comes and they go to actually that person over there. I said, why are they going to him? Krishna is over there. These people are actually crazy that they're going to this person. I said, why are they putting this statue here in front of Krishna? You come here to see Krishna, go to Krishna. And actually, I was actually so unhappy about this. And I used to come and I used to go to Krishna. I used to ignore Srila Prabhupada. I used to go and I was noticing that every time I come and I used to get really angry. Why are they going there? They don't have no knowledge. Do they really know who is Krishna is? And today, I'm sitting here traveling everywhere in the world with dhoti and kurta because this is a mercy of the Guru. We are every day we sing, and I used to come in the morning and I heard this Sansara Dava, and I was saying, why are they singing this? When I saw the meaning of the song, is glorifying Guru. After they're opening the curtain, they see the Krishna, and instead of singing Krishna something, Krishna song, they're singing about Guru. Why are they doing this? But then when I came to know the meaning, that Saksat Dharitena Samasta Sastra. Sorry, Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasado, Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi. Dhayam tu Vamtasya Yasya Si Sandhyam, Vande Guru Si Charanadavinda. That without the mercy of Guru, without the mercy of that person, then I came to know that person, why that person is so important. Without the mercy of that person over there, I can't see Krishna. Even I can see the Krishna. I may be able to see the statue there that made out of marble and wearing nice, beautiful clothes like little dolly and all these things. I can see that, but I want to understand that is Krishna. And to understand Krishna, you need to go to that person. And then I realized when you go to that person, he comes up from the where he's sitting. He said, Radha Vinod, let me take you to Krishna. He held the finger. He said, come. And then he explained, that is Krishna. That is Radharani. So then I understood actually there are so many people, unfortunate people in the world. They actually don't know. They don't know actually what is the position of Guru. They don't know what is the position of Krishna. If they don't have no understanding of Krishna, they don't have understanding of Guru, how can they develop the quality of Brahmana? And if Vaishnava is above even Brahmana, and if you don't have this quality, how can you become a devotee? To become a devotee, you have to understand this. And that's why it is very important to associate with the devotee, not with the demoniac quality personality. If you associate with them, here the Kamsa was given the instruction, advice, and what's the advice? Go and kill all the children, because they are demonic quality. What they give the instruction to advise to actually king. Whatever advice actually given is all demoniac. That's why it's very important to get association of a devotee. Because what they're going to talk about, they're going to talk about Jare Dekho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. They're going to talk about nothing but just Krishna. And if you carry on, Prabhupada is saying that actually it's brainwashed. Yes, we are brainwashed, but we are brainwashed properly. The proper way that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am a minute soul. Krishna is the super soul, and my relation with him is I am the Das, Anudas, Anudas. And once actually we have developed this quality, the Brahmanical quality, then we can see that yes, my life is successful. And to do this, I beg for your mercy, all the devotee, that one day I can develop all this quality and I can understand who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tila Prabhupada ki